Hello, gorgeous soul, and welcome to this epic podcast. This is a place where you are encouraged and you have absolute freaking permission to unapologetically go after all of your dreams, all of your visions, all of your things on your vision board, like everything that your heart desires. I'm your host, Angharad, the High Vibe Babe, and I believe that we're all in this life to expand and experience our wildest dreams. If one of us can have it, then we all can. So that is the aim of this podcast. Each week I'll either be going solo or have guests with the aim to inspire, uplift you and give you the tools for you to live your most epic AF life and business possible. You can find me on Instagram with the handle @HighVibeBabe. Now let's get into today's episode. Good morning, beautiful babes, or good evening from wherever you are in the world. I am so freaking excited. Today we're going to be talking about easy, lazy, cash-filled fucking launches. Who is fucking here for this? Because I fucking am. I've got my red festive top on. Feels like a little bit past Christmas, but I'm still feeling festive as fuck. Hey babes, oh my gosh. Hi. All the love. Hi, so many of you amazing women. Fuck yes, queens, because this gets to be your standard in life and for your business, and I'm fucking here to share these magic keys for you. Holy fucking damn. Okay, so I'm Angharad, the High Vibe Babe, cosmic coach, just all round boss bitch. In my bio at the moment I literally say self-proclaimed boss ass bitch. That is the vibe. That is the fucking vibe. Oh my gosh, hi. Okay, I'm literally getting stuck straight the fuck into this, and I encourage you to engage, hit the love button, type in some things that are hitting you, like just all the things. Okay, now if you have been following me for a little while, I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story, okay? A little bit of my story when it comes to specifically business. Now, I launched my business just under 2 years ago, which at the time wasn't even coaching. And in 2019 and the beginning of 2020, I launched so many fucking programs, masterminds, courses, one-on-one coaching that no one ever signed up for. Full-scale launches. All the promotion, I did graphics, I was learning so much, I do web pages, I would do so many things to try and attract clients and try and get them into my containers because I was so desperately keen to do what I was doing. I was so passionate about helping other women change their lives, about pairing, about just shifting. And at the time I was doing mindset coaching, and then it sort of slowly and gradually shifted into like more manifestation, cosmic-y sort of vibes, you know. And I just want to tell you that it wasn't always like this. My business was not always like this. But when I was going through those launches that no one signed up for, what I decided is that I was going to be telling that story one day. And this always makes me fucking cry because it was so hard at the time. It was so fucking hard. And I want to share with you today the things that I learned that I wish I knew back then that'll completely and utterly change your life and change your business like it did for me. I'm going to condense the last 2 years down for you in 1 hour in this masterclass and these keys because I'm so fucking here to serve you. I am so here to serve you and help your business fly and flourish and grow. And now I work with high-level entrepreneurs who are scaling to multiple 6 figures a year, all within 2 years. 2 years. On my vision board for 2019, I wrote my batshit crazy goal, bearing in mind I'd only earned like honestly a few $1,000s in my business at this point. I wrote 2020, you have chills over your body, oh my god. And 2020 is my 33333k year, so 333k year. And we hit that in August. Shit. Just blew up very quickly because of all the inner work, all the dedication I had to myself. No matter what, I became what I learned during that time when I was launching things and they weren't selling was that I am a no matter fucking what person. I will continue to listen to my authority, to my spleen to launch things. I will continue to show up for myself and grow. And you know what? Not just that, but like I shared on my stories yesterday about when you're sharing your dreams or your goals or even something you've done, right? Something you've achieved with people that are being triggered, right? And the people are being triggered by you sharing that, that's on you. And there's quite a few reasons why, but one of the reasons is that everything is always a reflection for us. It's always a reflection for us. We're always in, I'm going to cry too. We're always in the perfect pressure point for us to create this mastery, to create this life, to learn the things that we need to learn to get us to where we're fucking going. But when things are feeling difficult, often we tell ourselves that we're missing something, that we're doing something wrong, that it's never going to happen for us. Like, you know, and one of the things that came to me when I was asking terribly for guidance during this time in, you know, mid-2019, I was like, what the fuck? I was asking my guides, I was like, what do I have to fucking do? What do I have to do? And they said to me, these are 2 keys to success. Don't stop growing. If you stop growing, you aren't going to see what you need to see. You aren't going to be the person that you need to be to have the $1 million business, the 6-figure business, whatever your goal is, right? Because everything is a pressure point for you. And the second thing is, don't stop going. If you stop halfway in your first year or 3 years in or 4 years in or whatever, and you haven't hit the 6 figures yet or the multiple 6 figures, if you stop, you're never going to have that business. If you stop and end it right forever, I'm talking about forever, not like for a 6-month break because you burn yourself out, that's entirely different. But if you stop, you are not going to get to the goal. Those are honestly the 2 keys to success. And that's what I lived by. That is what I fucking clung to. And during that time, I became the no matter what person. I continue to invest in myself. And I call investing time, money, and energy. It's 3 things. You put those 3 things together, the 3-quarter strand is unbreakable. You become unbreakable. Yeah, there are hard times, but you learn about emotional intelligence on the way. You learn about how to serve yourself. You learn about everything, the shadows that want to be healed, right? The fears and the doubts that just desperately want to be seen for you to fucking let go of, to step into your next level. Your next 300,000 levels. And over Christmas and New Year, this year, I had a massive spike in my income and continued to spike on the 3rd or 4th, what's the date? I think it's the 5th. On the 3rd of January, I had my biggest ever cash day in my business ever. And the next day, it was even bigger than that. Cash into my PayPal account, cash, not payment plans, not sales, although I do track sales and stuff too because that's fucking fun. As I always talk about, to look at the mum training the toddler to potty train, look through the best, like they're celebrating every fucking thing, look for the best possible scenario and celebrate the fuck out of yourself for everything. But my mastermind, specifically the Hive, not the Hive Babes community, that's my Facebook group, the Bad Bitches Mastermind, I had no graphics. I mean, I created graphics on WordSwag, which took me like all of 3 seconds. There was no graphics, no sales page, barely any posts about it. I think I did 1 post. And I just talked about it on Instagram stories. And it was a 5-figure launch within a few days. Multiple 5 figures now, a few weeks later. No fancy things, no webinars, no podcasts, nothing. I also want to tell you a little story about, you know, how we have, and it's pretty obvious at this point, right, that I have, you know, 1,500 Instagram followers, give or take. It's less than that, but still, let's just call it 1,500, okay? In 2020, in October, I lost my biggest audience, which was Facebook. On my Facebook account, I spent nearly a year doing lives every single day, every fucking day, in 2019 and into 2020. And I built my Facebook followers from 166 friends to 5,000 friends and having to clear out all of the time. So that was my biggest audience, was my Facebook account. Now, when I launched a masterclass last year in October called the Wealthy Woman Mastermind, who you have to be, or maybe it's October, November, who you have to be to have a 400k business, I got marked as spam. Many times it appears, because I am completely locked out of my Facebook account. So I lost my biggest audience. And do you know what I didn't tell myself? That my revenue is going to drop. That, oh my God, now I've lost like, you know, more than a quarter of my followers. Majority of my network, This means that the majority of our income's going to disappear, right? This is some of the things we freak out about. We freak out about so many things in our lives, that our relationship just turned to shit, or our child is sick, or we lost our Facebook followers, or we don't even have enough Facebook followers. We don't have enough people we don't have a website. We don't have a freaking funnels, or we don't have a team, or we don't have, 10,000 Instagram followers to do the swipe up, or whatever. We have so many things that we continually tell ourselves are going to be the barriers. But what I have mastered over the last few years of my life is telling myself that it doesn't have to make sense. And not only that, it's not going to fucking make sense. Your success is never going to make sense. It's not going to make sense for you to be the highest paid person literally in your city or in your little community or in your town. It's not going to make sense for you to charge, 10 times as much as your lawyer charges you. It's not going to make sense. But it doesn't mean it can't happen. It's never going to make sense. It's not going to make sense. And the reason why is because so many times we look at everything through our physical human framework. And what we're looking for is comparison. We're looking for, automatically what we can do is find ourselves comparing, right? We can find ourselves being like, oh, but this mentor that I work with has, 10,000 Instagram followers, so I need to aim for that. So I need to up my Instagram game. Who has fucking done this? You're like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this. When the reality is, honestly, the keys for success are two things. Don't stop going and don't stop growing. Those are the only thing that fucking matter. It's all within you. Anytime you're looking outside of you, this is one of the keys, okay? If you are ever looking outside of you for something you need to improve or something you need to work on, it's automatically your subconscious programming trying to shun it somewhere else, and that's not going to create the growth. It's not going to create the 6-figure or multiple 6-figure business. If you feel like it's out of your control because you only have 1,500 Instagram followers. Because it's utter bullshit, and I'm literally here as a manifestor to prove to you that it is bullshit! Yes, that's what we subconsciously wait for, trying to make sense of it. Yes, absolutely. I found your Instagram yesterday and I'm obsessed. So glad you're catching your live. Hi, babe. Hey, is it Tori? Hi. Welcome to my world. So, don't stop going. Don't stop growing. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So, that would be one of the keys to lazy launches, right? Is anytime you have any sort of limitation that comes up in your brain, anytime you have some sort of thing that's outside of you, right? So it's whether it's Instagram followers or COVID, right? Or your family or your relationship, anything that's not about you, you can completely disregard it. And there's many ways you can do that, but that's not what I'm focusing on right now. It's the subconscious program and all the things. But completely tell yourself the opposite. I think if you have to work really hard, let's just nip that in the bud right now. Isn't that easy when you're a generator? Abso-fucking-lutely. Your sacral will want you to take time off as well. And that's what it was for me. And over Christmas and New Year's, I told my private clients, I informed them that I was going to be taking 2 weeks off work. And all of them were like, a few of them were like, are you sure you don't want more? I have the best fucking clients ever. So I wasn't even working. I was showing up my stories when I want to. I talked to all my stories a couple of times. And also, most of the women in the mastermind also paid in full. They paid in fucking full because of the energetic portal that I was holding, because of the person that I am, because we magnetize who we are, right? So if you want to magnetize clients who pay in full, who jump in and are just bold bitches, right? Literally the title of the mastermind, right? Bad bitches. If you want to magnetize clients who show up and completely and utterly just change their whole fucking life and literally are so there for it, I'm just describing all my clients right now, by the way. So if you're one of my clients, hey queen. If you want to have containers that are just so fucking magical, whether it's really cosmic, for me it's really cosmic. This mastermind, for instance, is really cosmic. It's just the fucking tits, right? Where everyone is just bouncing off one another. It's a very, very strong energetic place. If you want to be that, if you want to magnetize those sort of clients, all you have to do is be that person first. Lead yourself like that. Become the no matter what person. Become the pay in full person. Become the person who shows up and does the fucking work and is brave and bold. That is how So many of my clients are on right now. Yes, queen. This is how I magnetize these sort of caliber of women. It's because this is exactly what I am. This is what I worked on. All the shadows that I alchemized to be able to be this person. Because I wasn't. 4 years ago, I nearly killed myself. I nearly shot myself in the calf sheds. And this is, probably should have said that was a trigger warning, but I was so depressed and so full of anxiety. I was always an ideas person. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as a manifestor, like I'm an idea person. But I had so many ideas how to like change things in my life, but I had to fully decondition all of the programming. Oh my God. If you don't watch TikTok is, I'm just gonna like share something with you because it is the tits. I see so many things. My close family and friends are always like, for instance, my sister, she tried to call me the other day and I texted her back saying, I can't talk right now, I'm doing hot girl shit. And she's like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that? And I was like, oh yeah, on TikTok. Anyway, one of the things, and I had to like send her a video from YouTube of a complaining how we say that word of like, because that's just the tits. Anyway, so one of the things I saw on TikTok in the last couple of days was a woman. Oh my God, I was telling a private client about this last night actually. It was so, honestly, so fun. I'm going to try and do it how she did it. And she said, I learned this really cool gift when I was a child. And what it was when I was in a room, I would be able to read other people's energy and tell like how they wanted me to act and how they wanted me to show up. And it was like really good because I fitted in with everyone. I learned how to like make really good friends and like be a really valuable member of the family and just be a really nice person. And she's like, and then I realized that I was desperately fucking depressed and didn't know who the fuck I was. So then I started removing all of the conditioning. She didn't say that word, but still, I started removing all of the conditioning and all of the layers and all of the reasons why I can't do what I truly want to do and stop trying to please everyone. And then I started showing up gradually and slowly, showing up more as myself and stopping being what everyone else wanted me to be. And everyone's like, who are you? You're not like the same person anymore. Like, what are you doing? Who are you? And she's like, I started being my fucking self and stopped being this person that everyone else wanted me to be. And that's literally how I got myself out of where I was to where I am now. It always has been and always will be your story, boo. Your business, your soul business is about your soul expansion. It is about alchemizing all of the trauma and all of the pain and learning emotional intelligence and being able to go through these things while simultaneously growing and scaling your business. And in 2020, that's what I did. I launched a program called Money Manifestation Mastery after I hit a massive month, nearly 6-figure month, a program downloaded to me called Money Manifestation Mastery. And what had happened before this high month is I had moved through my biggest ever sexual trauma. I'd alchemized something so significant, or many things actually, not just one specific event. And what it did was lead me to being able to receive everything that I had been manifesting and working on for a very long time, for the 4 years or 3 years before. Because what we do is, and this is another key, what we do is we actively work, right? We strategize, we learn things, we jump in programs, we watch a whole lot of YouTube videos and podcasts and everything, and we learn like some really amazing kick-ass strategy. Like, oh, I said you're all the love, babe. We learn so many things and we integrate so many things into our lives. But what happens is, I'm a non-defined emotional center, so I can feel the feels right now. So I'm feeling your emotions. I love you so much. So we learn all this strategy, right? But if we can't drop into our feminine, if we don't heal the trauma that we store in our womb and in our body, we can't actually receive everything that's coming and precipitating. I call it precipitating from the 5D to the 3D for us to receive it. And Money Manifestation Mastery is a program that, one of my signature programs that was birthed from this, well, was the program that was birthed from this, that I learnt on my journey about manifesting money. And we don't talk about any of the normal manifesting things. I mean, although it's really, but you guys already know that. We already know the essence of manifesting. I hold a very high and energetic capacity for you to calibrate to. And I speak about the pieces in between that I was fucking missing to receiving all the money that I already felt. Like, I fucking already felt. One of the things that came through to one of my, that was going to be mine, finish my sentence. One of the things that came through with one of my private clients last night is this. You know, like the Bible literally talks about the desires of our heart, right? I used to be a Christian. I was a Christian for like a decade. And it was partly to like get a hold of my spiritual gifts because I didn't know how to like, you know, stop talking to spirits and stop channeling all. It was intense as a child and a teenager, but that's fine. Another story for another day. There's a quote in the Bible that says, the desires of your heart are God-given. Now, when we go to our heart, this is our portal to the fifth dimension and above, right? So it is not by chance at all that they're desires of your heart, because in the 5D, we are living multiple realities and living in multiple different dimensions all at once, because we are so multifaceted. So the fact that you're feeling it in your heart, of course you are, because it's already fucking done in a dimension, in many dimensions. The money that you desire, the life that you live, the people you help, the clients you attract, the relationship you have, where you live, your lifestyle, your family relationships, it already fucking exists. And this is the reason why you feel it in your heart, is because it is already done. It is done. It is done. It is already fucking done. And this is what I teach in Money Manifestation Mastery. The pieces that no one ever talked about, that I only learned through deep integration on this journey in 2020 and 2019 and 2018 and since the beginning of my fucking life, because I was growing and don't stop and going. Don't stop and going. That's a great English. Anglais, great. I was not. I no matter what, I desperately wanted to quit. But I didn't, because I'm still here today. I feel like I have gone way off on a rant. I will quickly catch up on the comments and then I will sort of head back to procedure. Okay. Alignment, right? Does it get easy when we're in alignment? It gets to be easy when we're in alignment. 100%. It gets to be easy when you're in alignment. So generator, you're literally going to feel your sacral, yes or no. And it doesn't, like, you're one of the things that people talk about in the human design world is that, like, you're not meant to be someone else's bitch. You're not meant to just be a workhorse. Like, just because you have energy doesn't mean you're meant to be doing it. So if it's a should, you shouldn't be doing it. Because if you should everywhere, you shit all over yourself, okay? That might have been the first time I swore on this live. This is not like me. Okay. God, yes, honestly had the worst tummy issues when I had to come back to my 9 to 5. Oh, babe. I love a good survivor story. Yes. Hell yes, all of us. Chills. I'm crying. Oh, I'm feeling this with you. What strategies allowed you to shift the sexual trauma? So I'm a natural healer. I have been healing people since I was, and myself, right? Since I was, 6 was the earliest time I remember. I physically healed a teenage girl, a burn victim, when I was 6. My parents are healers and they were traveling, and I asked to have a go and saw her, her scars get visibly transmuted in front of my eyes and healed on her face. So that was the first time I actually physically remember doing this. But I have a lot of different modalities. We do go into this really deeply into money manifestation mastery, but one of the things that I would tell you in regards to healing sexual trauma is that what happens is we develop, it's almost like it kind of looks and feels like a callus kind of in our womb, or like just spots, right? Or just, I don't really know how to really describe it, but it's what we do is we store it there. And so there's many things. Oh my God, there's many things. I do have a transforming trauma healing workshop, which you can access on my website actually, which would be really good for you. Like literally, this is also included in the program as well, but it's also on my website. I think it's like a really low cost anyway. But it's just alchemizing it. It's seeing and choosing to release it. because when we have everything, when we have trauma sitting there, it's not actually serving us, and it's difficult. And I'm not going to tell you it's an easy road. It's fucking not. It's really not. But sometimes we need to have people hold space for us to help us alchemize that. And one of the people who did help me alchemize that has literally on the live right now, Chelsea Joy Huntsman is her Instagram handle. She is the fucking tits. She is amazing, and she was the one who held space for me as I moved through this early in 2020. So you can do this yourself, absolutely. I personally teach people how to heal themselves and hold space for them to heal themselves. That's like my particular method of modality of healing, I guess, way I would describe it. Holding the waves back. Oh my gosh, babes. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Okay. So I've already talked about quite a few little things, but the things that specifically want to come through right now in regards to the keys to really successful, lazy, easy launches is that it takes both energetics and strategy. But when you particularly want to lean on a lazy launch, it is more energetics. And what I mean by this is it's who you're being. It's the space you're holding. It's the capacity you have. And one of the ways that me personally, particularly, and I speak about this in MM as well, and in biz school, actually, High Vibe CEO Biz School, is that one of the ways I particularly do this is by, I call it riding the dominant wave, the dominant energy wave, the path of least resistance, as Abraham Hicks would say. My human, because I have an accounting background, likes to, although I'm a non-specific manifestor, you know the arrows, I'm a non-specific manifestor. However, I really jive with the energy of money, like really fucking dig it. Like I dig it, like it's my BFF. She's my BFF, okay. So I love to play with her. I love to play with money. I love to play with her. And one of the ways that I do that is by, I track any sort of growth rate. Any sort of growth rate, any growth rate at all. Like I've done like so many things because of my accounting, background. This is like so, and it's a little more forced to begin with. I'm not gonna lie, but then you get into the groove of things, and it's just like fun and easy and flowy. So one of the waves that I ride is like looking at my growth. Like I look at, back in 2019, I earned fucking nothing, like literally nothing in my business. It was only the beginning, but still. And 2019, I earned a few thousand, and then I would track it, right? So when I like suddenly had my biggest day, and then like, a few weeks later having my next biggest cash day, or a sales day, or the most passive income day. Like there's so many things we can always track and grow. So that's what I do, is I personally look through the lens of the mum praising the toddler, right? The best possible scenario, and ride that wave. Like that is the wave you're catching if you're surfing, or we call it boogie boarding. Do you guys know what that is? Is that a New Zealand thing, or like a Welsh thing? My mum's Welsh. Is that an actual thing that people say, boogie boarding, or is it just anyway? So it's it's you don't stand up on them. You like go on your tummy and you ride the wave, and you pick the best wave, and focus on that. I love that you give a female personalization to money. Fuck yes. I love that you love that, because I fucking love it too. Yes, boogie boarding is a thing for kids. Yeah, I remember. I haven't done it for many years, although I'm considering buying one, because it is definitely a vibe. It is definitely a vibe. I love doing that. Okay, yep, it's summer here. Boogie board's part of my childhood. Yes, isn't it like the most joyful thing ever? Like, as you're a kid and you're like picking the wave, and you're trying to get further than your mates, and you're like trying to get a taller one, and you're like, don't want to get like, you gotta make sure it's not like about to crash, because then you like get covered, but you don't want to go too early because then you don't have the right momentum. You know what I mean? It's just fun. It's just so much fun, and that's how I want you to view money. And tracking what it does for you, what your business, specifically for business, right? Although this money manifestation mastery is not just about business, but I'm speaking through the lens of business right now, because the context of me and who I fucking am right now. But get the path of least resistance, okay? And maybe that is through your husband, right? Maybe you, or your partner, or someone else, or through your shares, or through an inheritance, anything. Ride the wave of money, ride the dominant vibration, the easiest way you receive money, and amplify it. And think about it, and breathe about it, and breathe about it, and just like live it and grow it, and just choose that is how you view money. And slowly and surely the ripples will, that specific wave will get bigger, But then slowly and surely, as you begin to heal your relationship with money through trauma alchemy and through shadow alchemy and all the things, right? Slowly that wave then impacts other waves, and other waves get bigger and bigger and bigger. And soon enough, it'll all just flow into everything. Great lessons on how to gracefully ride the waves, literally and figuratively. Yes, Queen. Yes, yes, yes. So it's not always about the strategy. It's not. And I'm not the sort of person to say like it's just energetics. I definitely think it's both. It really is both when it comes to launches, when it comes to money, when it comes to cash, when it comes to your businesses, everything. There is 100%. It's both. It's 100% strategy and 100% energetics. And for me, with this launch, I really leaned on energetics because I wanted to take time off. Because I decided that was my me time. I decided that that was the best decision for me. And because I was focusing on me and what I needed, it means I can show up and serve. I've got 100% power of my energy, right? As a manifestor, I don't have a defined sacral. I only have these these giant urges rather, these waves that come and go whenever the fuck they please. So trusting yourself, trusting your energy type, trusting your authority, trusting yourself and your decisions and your life, but it always will come back to how much you serve yourself is how much you can serve others. And how much you heal and how much you move through and how much you can drop into your feminine and be safe in your feminine and heal your feminine and masculine wounds, not just feminine, but masculine as well, will determine how much money you can receive. So the thing that came to me first was like that and it's a saying that I say quite a bit too, so I questioned it, but it's that your success is inevitable. So obviously you need to hear that today, that it is. The money that you desire from your heart, it is inevitable. It is possible for you. It is coming for you. Continue to head on your path. And also it's just like this collective of guys just like cheering you the fuck on. I think it's Kaya. Did you do an Instagram reel? I'm pretty sure Kaya did a Instagram reel where it was it was the tits. I watched it like 3,000 times. I swear to God. She did my human words. Okay, it was kind of like this. It was, what I saw was like this kind of boardroom, like a whole lot of people, like your guides just like jumping the fuck up and down, like jumping up and down and like just egging you on, like the biggest, like when you're finishing a race and you're like at the end, people like cheering on. That was what your guides were doing, right? That it's inevitable for you. And then I immediately remembered Kaya's, yes, Kaya, was it on that account, babe, or is it on your personal account? I'm not sure. I think it was your personal account, was it? Anyway, let us know, because she's on live at the moment, Kaya.andco. I'm not sure if it's on that one, she'll let us know in a second. The Instagram reel is where it's like you're deciding, basically like she was like journaling, right, and writing like what she wants, and her guide's like, yes queen, yes, and then like her spirit team and everyone was just like her higher self, and it was just this big celebration moment. It was just, and there was different filters, and it's just like such a vibe. It's such a vibe. So it's like the essence of kind of what I'm like sharing. Your personal one at kaya.a.wong. There we go. So it's an Instagram handle to go and watch that reel. Oh, I'm smiling so much. And yeah, it really, I promise you, like, if I can do it, a farmer that used to be depressed and has kids, and I still do have kids, but, had really young kids when I started this business. I was a constant and continual people pleaser, completely out of alignment, having so much of my not self theme of anger in my life. Had no idea. I just jumped and continued to show up for myself and lead myself. And now I'm leading thousands of women around the world into their alignment, into their income, into their like massive income, and scaling their businesses and completely rehashing and reshaping everything about their lives to make it the best fucking possible virtual reality ever for them. Ever. How to balance the masculine and feminine energy. I don't personally think it's about balance, honestly, but for me personally, I call it more, I think the most important thing about balancing masculine and feminine energy, it's like a thing that people always ask, right, is about healing the wounds and the trauma that we have on both sides of the fence, right? Because it's two different sides of the coin, right? It's one coin, two different sides, and we have to heal the trauma and the wounds from underneath one, because otherwise what happens is we show up, when we show up in a masculine, we can be very triggered, right? We can show up in our wounded masculine because we need to like work so hard to get it all done, right? Or we can in our feminine, right? Like if we're not honoring our feelings and telling ourselves that, like, you know, like I've done this a billion times, so like don't ever feel triggered by the shit that I say, because everything I say, I'm telling you my story, okay? Even if I'm saying it's about you. But I, you know, every time that I would be tired, or every time that I would feel depressed, or every time I would feel anxious, or every time that I felt tired, just tired, I was so tired and so angry and out of alignment, what I would do is tell myself that, you know, I'm worthless, I'm lazy, you're never going to make it work. You don't have the work. Oh my God. You don't have the work ethic to make that happen. I've literally had people tell me that in my life, actually, when I was starting this business. Someone told me that that it's not going to happen. That I don't have the work ethic for it. And also that I've been told so many things over the time. Someone relatively, not close-ish to me, told me that you've just got to be okay when it doesn't work out. But anyway, that was a side note. And I'm like, look at me now, bitch. I was like, when she told me that, I was like, I understand that and I hear you. And I know it's just your insecurities. And I'm making you uncomfortable. But I am doing this fucking thing. But anyway, when you're feeling emotions and we tell ourselves things like we're worthless, we're not going to make it happen, we don't have the power to do it, we don't have the energy to do it, right? If you're a non-defined sacral, that might be a big thing for you. Like, oh my God, I have no value because I'm not working, I'm not putting out shit like these generators or manifestors or many gens are putting out in their stories all the time, blah, all the things, right? What you've done is you have attached an identity to an emotion. Because I am is an identity. So if you say, I am lazy because you're feeling tired, that's a trigger for you. And they are two different things. Your identity and your emotions are two different fucking things. They're chocolate cake and spaghetti. Go and eat the spaghetti and then eat the chocolate cake. Hell, if you're feeling frisky, eat the chocolate cake first and then eat the spaghetti, okay? But do not mix it together in a bowl. It is just nastiness. Absolute fucking nastiness. I can't even. This is what we're doing though. If you are feeling tired or anxious or depressed or feeling sad or feeling frustrated or feeling bitter or feeling angry, right? When you're feeling these emotions and then you tell yourself that, oh my God, I am not going to succeed now. I'm tired. So if I take I'm tired in December, so I am not going to make the same money because I'm going to take time off work. Bitch, please. That is exactly what I did in December, but I didn't connect the two. I have completely separated the two. This is emotional intelligence 101, okay? Separating your identity and your emotions. Your emotions, especially if you're an emotional authority, this is so fucking important for you, okay? They're separate. And you have to learn how to have a human experience with fucking emotions and still have an identity separately. Still have your dreams and goals and desires and vision and just everything you're doing. This is what trips us up a lot, right? So anyway, to answer the original question, balancing the masculine and feminine energy. How did I go off all on that tangent? Anyway, balancing the masculine and feminine energy. What I was trying to say about the feminine energy, that's right. I was explaining the thing, right? If you are then telling yourself as soon as you drop into your feminine, right? And you start feeling feelings that, oh my God, it means I now can't make a whole lot of money because of X, Y, Z, because of how I'm feeling. And this is what it means because of my emotions, which they are bullshit, separate things. Okay, separate things. This is you falling into wounded feminine. And then that means that you're cock blocking receiving things. Because you need to be in your divine feminine. You need to, you're never going to be, I'm not saying I'm perfect. No one is ever going to be perfect. But there's different parts of our journey where different pieces of masculine and feminine energy trauma shows up. And this is our job as leaders of our own lives to heal this. And it does create massive financial results. So I think I answered that question. You love it. I'm so glad, babe. And your ability to light my belly on fire is insane. Yes. Manifestor, I have to say it's my natural gift to activate, especially you generators. Your sacral after 45 minutes. Okay, anyone who's been here the whole time, if you're a generator managing, you're probably like, I need to do something. I need to go to my house because I'm listening. Like, who is doing something right now while they're listening to this? 45 minutes in. Sometimes my private clients like have to go. They're like, I have to go now because I just have to go and do stuff before we've even finished our session. Anyway, your vibe is amazing right now, girl. So authentic and in the zone. Thank you, babe. And is it possible for, and this is possible for generators, right? Fuck yes. It may be a silly question, but manifestors are here to initiate and make it happen. Yes. Doesn't mean that you as a generator, I assume you're a generator, are not going to be able to do that for yourselves. I have many generator and many gen clients. For instance, one of my generator clients who worked with me last year for a year, who's also my sister, who's also my boss bitch VA. She's just my fucking everything. She's the tits. She started a business in COVID, doing VA stuff, helping other people, and she very quickly scaled past her income that she was earning as a full-time chef before. She scaled her business, and she still continues to scale her business, and she has no social media. She's a generator, emotional authority generator. No social, she doesn't promote this stuff. It's all referrals, because she is just the boss-ass bitch that just is everything to non-defined sacrals and defined sacrals as well to her clients. She's literally messaging me right now about some website things. Because she's my best bitch. And hashtag best bitches, that's what we call each other. Not the hashtag always, but still. Anyway, it is absolutely possible for generators. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. So your sacral, but you don't initiate, you're not like a manifestor who's going to come up with an idea and go and do it. You are going to wait for a response. You have to lean back into your feminine, which can be a bit of a struggle for generators at times until we learn to lean back in our feminine, right? Because generators can be very used to doing, and then go to the grind and go to the 8 to 5 and come home and clean the house and get the things, tick the lists off and get the cleaning routine done. You know how you do, like, you have like one thing every day you do for a whole, you know, you have your things you do every day, every week, every month, you know, like you do all the things. Yeah, right. But there is so much magic, and also all the generators are like, yes, how do you know me? I can see your soul. I love it. But there is so much value in you also dropping into your feminine as well. It doesn't mean it's not going to look like anyone else's though. That's the thing with our human designs, with our personal life, how we want to live our lives, right? Our lifestyle, how much money we want to earn, all the things. It is all 100% blueprinted specifically for us. We're never going to be the same, and it's just insane that we continue to do this like comparison thing, right, with other people. We're like, oh, I have 10k followers, so I need 10k followers to be able to have, you know, 100 grand a year, I guess, you know, so I'm just going to work on that. No, bullshit. Okay, your own success blueprint is specifically for you, and you absolutely can initiate and make things happen. It just looks a little bit different to a manifestor. You are leaning back and waiting for a response. Fuck, this has been my inner voice lately. Painful power, look at you now. Fuck yes. You should call them now. They do know, and it's awkward. For them, not for me, but that's okay. They're very triggered by it, but that's okay, because there's going to be people that we're going to trigger, and at the end of the day, that's not my responsibility. I also felt the call before, and I feel the call now, so I'm going to talk about it. I personally choose to lovingly block some people from my social media that don't vibe with me, and that it is going to affect relationships that I have outside of my business. So for some people that I really do love and care for, and that I see in my physical life, but don't jive with what I do, instead of having it all out in the open. Because the way I describe it is, if I had a plumbing business, this is kind of like a stupid analogy, but still, if I had a plumbing business and I had a shop in town and I sold flush toilets, right? And they didn't believe in flush toilets because it was bad. You shouldn't have flush toilets because of XYZ reason, whatever the reason is. They're like, just a scary invention. Like, why would you flush? You need to like go and whatever the vibe is, right? They didn't believe in them. I wouldn't invite them to come and hang out in my showroom and look at the toilets all day, because I love them. And I wouldn't invite them into my workplace just to have fights about it, or for that to be the vibe under things, right? So that's what I choose to do, is I choose to lovingly block some specific people, and when I'm with them, we don't talk about my business, and that's fine with me, because I'm a whole person outside of my business. My business is all of me. My business is a reflection of me, but it is not all of me. And so I can still have loving relationships with people that I really do love and care about, and omit some of the really difficult things and difficult conversations. So yeah, I'm totally feeling it. I have been told you will never have money. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I send you the love. I have been there. I have been there. I've been there. I've been there. I have fucking been there. Desperate. Separate identity and emotion. Yes. Yes, Diffusion 101. Fuck yes. Karen, hey babe. Oh my gosh, I finally stopped telling myself stories about it when I go to bed, how I feel when I wake up, what routines I did or didn't do. Game changer. Yes, absolutely. Whether you manage to get your morning routine done, especially as a mama, right? It's always about serving ourselves. So whether it is getting up at 5 a.m. and going for 2 hours, or whether it is having a fucking sleep and followed by a coffee in bed, honestly, however, it is always about you. It's always about serving yourself, and there's going to be different seasons in our lives depending on, like, you know, our cycle, and then also like the world, you know, the moon cycle, and also like, you know, the actual season, physical season we're in, whether you're in Queen or Mother, or like that's the same thing, you know, or Crone, or whatever it is, right? There's going to be different seasons for us. We are cyclical beings, okay? So yeah, 100%. Love it. Thank you. I'm doing work. Of course you are. I literally just mapped out my next program from this masterclass. Yes, queen. Oh my god, I'm celebrating you so fucking hard. Yes, generating life. Oh my god, it's so exciting. Oh, this is the part I struggle with. I always have ideas. Okay, well, Sacral's going to guide you how to bring them to life. Abso-fucking-lutely, how to bring them to life. Oh my gosh. Okay, babes. If you want to learn more and be in my energy, all about alchemizing your trauma, about manifesting a shit stack of money right now until 1 and a bit hours time, Money Manifestation Mastery, my signature program, is still an early bird price. So if you're watching the replay, it's already done. It's already gone. I'm sorry, babes, but it is still available. The cart will be open until the end of January. How this program works is it's designed to, it's a self-paced program. It's designed to have to be taken every day for 7 days. So there are 7 modules in Money Manifestation Mastery. They're designed to be taken every single day. And there's a list of modules and stuff on my website. You can click the link in my bio. I'm in there already, of course you are. There are so many women in this program. Like, it's fucking insane. So there's quantum leaps every single day. This is a very cosmic program, a very channeled program, but also a lot of integration and support for your human as you go through its upgrades. I very much recommend for you to clean your schedule a little bit and take some time in between for yourself, because your human will go through a full entire quantum leap every time you watch a module. It is very huge, that I will tell you. There are also some bonus modules. There is the Transforming Trauma workshop that we talked about, and a paid masterclass, which is included in this, called, I think it's the Wealthy Woman Masterclass. Yeah, it is the Wealthy Woman Masterclass, who you have to be to have 400k business. And then also every time, so this is only open for enrollment until the end of January. And towards the end of January, we're doing some live modules as well as bonuses. So we are doing there's going to be 2. One might be live. One is definitely going to be live, which you'll get an invite to come and join in your emails. And the other one might be live or it might be recorded. I haven't 100% decided yet, but they are, the one that might be live or recorded is about creating your digital vision board for you queens. Yes, and the live module is going to be all about setting yourself up for 2021, setting yourself up for the new year, and completely smashing your batshit crazy goals. It is going to be the tits of a live module. That's for fucking sure. And you get lifetime access. This is my only program you get lifetime access for. You get lifetime access, and you get all the future updates and stuff every time we add to this program. So if this is calling you, working with me, having launches, this is not just about your business, by the way. This is for anyone, not just if you have a business. This is for anyone who desires to manifest money in 2021, manifest your dreams, your desires, your heart desires that you already feel are there. You already feel is there. So the current investment, the early bird, is $777 pay in full. There are 3 6-month payment plans, which is the tits for a self-paced program. Like, what even the shit? And it will be $1,111 paying in full, and 3 6-month payment plans in just over an hour's time. That'll be the full price, and the cart will be open until the end of January. So you can purchase any time between now and the end of January and get instant access for fucking lifetime, and then it'll close and it'll open back up again for the next enrollment at some stage later on in the year. Haven't decided when. at some stage later in 2021. There will be a wait list as well available for you to, if you want to buy the next round, there will be a wait list on my website. But if you want to find more information about it, you can click the link in my bio, read some information about it. You can purchase it on my website. Additionally, I also have like video testimonies and quoted testimonies and stuff on the page from my past clients, my past clients in this program. And also on Instagram, I have those story highlights, MMM, Money Manifestation Mastery. There's all of those as well, which you can flick through and watch if you want to know some more about it. But I also have the mastermind as well, which is nearly full. There are 3 or 6 month options for that as well, which currently is $1,333 US a month, paying monthly, and there's paying full discounts and extended payment plan and stuff as well. So if you want to work with me in 2021, there are so many ways you can find out information, but my website, message me, Instagram, all the things. I send you all the love and all of the vibes for your lazy cash flow launches. And in 2021, you've got this, boo. I love you so much. Bye. If you have enjoyed this episode, I would adore if you would screenshot it, chuck it up on your stories with your favorite takeaway moment, and tag me at HiVibeBabe on Instagram so that more people can see this and get this content and get this message out there to really shape and change and impact other people's lives. Do you desire to be around more high vibe women who really get you, who encourage you, who support you no matter what? Yeah, well, guess what? I have a place that you belong. It is called High Vibe Babes Community. It is a free Facebook group and I would love to have you in there. There are so many free trainings and epicness in this group, so please get your booty in there. It would mean the world if you would subscribe to this podcast, do the reviews, the rating, the stars, all of the things. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to chat with you on the next episode. I'm sending you all of the vibes and all of the love. Over and out from Angharad, the High Vibe Babe.